Alright, hey, what's up guys? It's WRX back with another video. Here, gonna do some an unboxing here quick. This Dasaita radio. It's the Android radio, and I've been wanting to get this for a while because the base model WRX radio is straight trash. You guys can probably attest to that. But here it is, unboxing it. Some paperwork here. Got the wiring. It says it came with all of the plug and play wiring. Guess we'll see that on the install. Plugs here. Manuals, whatever. Oh, here's the unit. So, I don't know if you guys seen this, but it comes with the whole package. It's got the AC vents here, controls. Check it out. Ah, man, thing looks awesome. Can't wait to install it. All right, let's go. Show you the difference here. Look at this thing.
You can see me all in that reflection. I'm just there with this cell phone in my hand.
All right, guys. So if you have a 2016 to 2018 radio base model, you probably came with this little 6-inch screen. It's got a backup camera built in. You got these silver vents. This is the one you want to get. Silver vents also. I'll link it in the description where you can find this exact one. You got it on Amazon, $500. It's a pretty good price compared to the Pioneer ones and all the other stuff that's around there with Apple CarPlay and Apple Android Auto. It's I think that the Dasaita has better features. All right, so first you're gonna start with popping this thing out. You just use a pry tool here. It comes out. Yeah. Fast forward that crap. Yeah, it just pops right out. Clips right here. These are always so annoying to get off. Got it. Jeez. Should pop out. There it goes. Yeah, you just pop it out this way. Beep. Oops. Save that for later. These vents you got to reuse in the new radio, but everything else is going away. It's tabs right here. Lift this up. You can just use your nails. And it comes off. A couple more tabs here on the top part too. Bam. Got it. Oh, that was way easier. Look at that. Cool. All right, guys, you get your vents. You're going to transfer them over to the new head unit assembly thing. So same thing, just feed the clips through. Just push them in, and it should clip right in. Okay. So there's these tabs here and tabs on the bottom. You got to feed it through these holes. Found it easier to feed the top first through the holes there, and then the bottom should line up. There we go. All right. Yeah, you got to push the top in first, and then the bottom kind of slides right in. There you go. This comes with two pieces, an open one and then a separated one, so if you have two buttons. Since this is a WRX, it has a hazard and then the little switcher here for the secondary display. Clips right in there like that, and your selector switch clips right in here. That. Then you're gonna put it in here. Damn, it's clean. You're gonna screw it in. Comes with some little Phillips heads. These things are tiny. There you go, secured.
So all you're gonna do is you're gonna find these two clips on the side, the heavy ones, and then this little thing, this little doodad over here, is gonna be sticking on the side, inside of here. And you're just gonna push it outward, and this will release. And then these two sides, you push it inward. It's kind of hard. You can do one side at a time. Let me speak English. And just pull it out when you're done. All right, guys. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna get that bolt that's right there, that nut.
You drop it?
No, but that thing is ready to drop.
To get the other bolt that's on the left side here, we're gonna have to get all of this paneling off. It's kind of easy once you know what you're doing. So there's this piece here. You just pry it off with the flathead or prying tool. One screw here, and then this thing just pops right off. Disconnect all this stuff here, and then there's gonna be two 10mm nuts, one on this side. Yeah, one 10mm here. I'll show you where the other one is in a sec. Also one screw here, Phillips head. This panel, just you pull it off. Yeah, just a bunch of clips there. No screws, don't worry. Just the one on the bottom. Then the other nut is right there. Make sure you got a nice long extension. You're just gonna push this down. This is the airbag. You're gonna just set that aside. Don't unplug it. Do not unplug it. Now we need to get in there. That other bolt. There it is. Right there. All right. I know it's a long process, and we're probably not going to put these bolts back on when we are installing the radio again. I think it's good enough with the top ones. What do you think?
Yeah, faster access later on. For some reason you want to change something out.
Oops. Oh. One thing, we were trying to pull it. We didn't know about those nuts. Do not do that. You got to get those two bolts off on the side. A lot of videos don't explain that, and we kind of made the mistake of glossing over that. So make sure you do all this panel stuff to get those bolts off. Once you get those bolts off, it just, oh my god, it pops out so easily. All right, if you're trying to force anything, you're doing it wrong. It just comes out super easy once you get these two top bolts off. And you're gonna go ahead and just unplug everything from the back, and it should come off. There you go.
All right, so next, when we're gonna be transferring all the AC controls, all you gotta do, you take off the side brackets. Oh, look at this guy. Look at that. Whoops. All right, so take off the brackets on the sides. Then you're gonna have these screws exposed on the tops. There's 4 screws. Take it out and reuse it. There you go. Completely loose. Comes right out. reuse it in your new housing. So here's our aftermarket bezel with radio. Just reinstall the same way. There you have it. Installed the AC controls into the new bezel. Looks pretty clean. Now to rewire it.
No, not to connect, make all the connections.
Same thing.
Alright guys, so this comes with a bunch of wiring. It looks overwhelming, but it seems to all be plug and play. Like, all these connections match up with everything you have in here. Got a bunch of stuff here for auxiliary, if you want to add, you know, other cameras and whatnot for the input on the radio.
It ain't that bad.
No. Oh, this is, okay. So this is so you can use your original USB port in the center console. So this plugs in like this. Yep. And this goes into the radio. So you can use that stock USB port. It's pretty good. Alright guys, so basically all of these plugs match to all of the plugs you have already. So we're just gonna plug it all up, test it, make sure everything works, and then we'll go from there. What we did also was we ran the GPS antenna, ran it back here under the dash, and back here I have behind the access port. So it's gonna be fed around nice and clean. And we also ran the USB connection down through this side, out through here. We're gonna have the two USB cables in the glove box.
All right, so basically what you're gonna be doing is using all the harnesses that you got from this company, Dasaita, which I barely know how to pronounce. And you're just gonna connect it all into your factory stuff. Put it all back together, make sure you put back your AC controllers, and you'll have a great time.
Say that.
Make sure you connect back your hazard light and this controller for your boost gauge and stuff like that. All back together. All right, so what we figured out was that the housing sometimes won't be a perfect fit. Apparently some model years and some models of Subarus won't be exactly fitting perfectly. So what you unfortunately have to do is cut these down a little bit, shave them down however you feel, and it will be a better fit. But as you can see, some of the holes don't exactly match the size of these clips. So once you realize that it's not fitting right, shave these down a little bit, cut them down a little bit, and test fit it, whatever you got to do, and you should be able to fit it in.
Subaru logo. Damn, that looks so good. Alright guys, so just a quick update on the video. We finished the install, but we're having issues with the backup camera. Wasn't working. I was looking online to see how it wires up, and it says it comes all plugged in, all with the same harness, plug and play harness, but it just wasn't giving me the signal. It was giving me a little orange, yellow triangle. All right, so it turns out that on the back of the radio, I'll show you guys here, it turns out that this plug here, which is this brown one, that goes to all your video, goes for the camera, has a cam in, that goes to the cam in on the harness. This is gonna be the signal for your backup camera. Now, we had it plugged in, and this plug here, it's an 8-pin, but the thing is, on the back of this radio there are two 8-pin connectors, 8-pin sockets. This one right here is the one that you need for the backup camera. So once we plugged it in right here, it gave me the signal. I had it plugged in, just to show you again, had it plugged in right there, that second one right here, this one. But once we got that, everything worked perfectly. So got all the gonna go over the functions here in a second, but everything works. Wi-Fi, GPS, backup camera, everything perfect. I did also end up having to shave down this clip right here. Was up like about this high. I had to cut it completely because it just wouldn't go all the way in. It would there would leave a gap on the top. It would leave a gap like right here, and then the top part would not align. Once I shaved that down, you had to pretty much shave it all off almost. It slid right in, and it's secure. It's not going to come out at all. Nice and flush, no gap issues. There we go. Perfect. Real quick, guys, I'm going to show you some of the functions on this radio. Show you some of the programs I've installed, how I have it personally set up. This is by no means what you should do, but the good thing about Android is it's very customizable. You can set it up pretty much any way you want. Startup screen shows up. Starts up fairly quickly. You got a Subaru already startup screen. You do have the option of changing it if you choose to. They explain how to do that in the instructions. I kind of like the Subaru logo, so I'll be keeping that. All right, once it's started up, I got this launcher. I don't know if you guys know anything about Android. You can customize your home screen pretty much any way you want. I've got a custom launcher. It's called Car Launcher. They do have a free version. I bought one for the paid version. It's $2.99, and it's pretty customizable. So make sure I'm on my Wi-Fi. Okay, Wi-Fi is on. So on here, I have my Spotify controls along the bottom. Album artwork comes up here. You can open up Spotify directly on the bottom thing. Have it set up for, it's got like this car mode on Spotify that you can use. And you've got all your album info, all that stuff here. You can put your background, I put my car here. You can shortcuts here along the middle. Album artwork here on this side. Weather. It's Car Launcher. It's pretty simple. Very customizable. I've got my maps. Got Gmail, YouTube, Chrome, and then the radio. These are all customizable. You can add, you can change this to whatever you want. I've got my apps here. It's gonna show all your apps that you've downloaded. Again, you do have the Play Store here, so you can download any app you want. I haven't downloaded any games, but I'm sure you can get a Bluetooth controller, play video games, whatever. I do use the tethering from my phone. I have like an unlimited data package, so that way I can use the maps, the Gmail, the YouTube, everything. Don't have to be on Wi-Fi. I could use the phone tethering. The steering wheel controls do work. Everything works. So I got my volume. Skip the track, left and right. I use this as a home button. So if I'm here, got home, go back. Same thing, back button. This is the change of mode. You know, you guys can set this all up. It's called Wheel Key Study right here. You click here, click whatever button, and it's going to tell you, it's going to ask you what you want to assign it to. Click that. Okay. And then it's set. Hit here, save, and then you got everything already set up. Also, just to show you, the backup camera does work. Put it in reverse, automatically goes to the back. You can change the way these guidelines set up if you want them higher, lower, whatever you want, and then it goes back to your whatever screen you were on. All right, guys, so that does it for this install. Hope you guys like the video. I personally love this radio. It's very responsive. I know there's a couple different models that are lower processing speed, a little bit more affordable, but this was the best one I could find. This was the Dasaita Android Headunit. It's the PX6 processor, so it's going to be a little bit faster than the other models that are out. I couldn't find a higher model than this one currently at this time. It's very responsive. A buddy of mine has the lower end, paid about $279 for it. Says it's choppy as hell, very, very slow, and this one I've had no issues with so far. I've had it already for about 4 or 5 days, zero issues whatsoever. I think probably the most annoying part is having to turn on my hotspot on my phone every time I get in the car, but it's not a big deal. I was gonna buy the Apple CarPlay dongle. It's a little cable, so you can have CarPlay on here, but seeing the customizability of the Android operating system is just, I don't need the CarPlay, and I think most of you guys won't need it either. All right, guys, that does it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was supposed to be a quick install, but a couple of minor hiccups in installing. The 2 bolts in the back we didn't know about initially. Once we got that, it was pretty easy. And then the backup camera, which the instructions didn't really explain that well. You know, Chinese instructions or whatever. At the end of the day, wasn't really that hard. We did figure it out, and it works perfectly. So, hope you guys liked the video. Please like, subscribe. Hope you guys will stay tuned, and I'll be updating as much as possible as I do what I gotta do with this car. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.